Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Love and Improv, episode 4 of season 2. We are back. I am your host, co-host, Nelson Velazquez, and I've got
Dr. Francis Veltri.
That's right, the Dr. Francis Veltri here tonight. We are the Love Brothers, also known as the Love Guys, and we are going to be taking your love and relationship questions and answering and giving advice through the lens of improvisational theater, and through our own personal experiences as married men, not to each other, at least not yet, of over combined 35 years, I think, of experience. Yes, that's right. And we're going to answer those things. We were just talking off air. I was pontificating on the scene, the Chicago improv scene, and how I feel about it. And I can't share all of my opinions here tonight, but one thing I can share is that there is one silver lining, despite all the turmoil and change that's happened in the Chicago improv scene, is the fact that we're all going to be destined to do bar-prov again. All of us. We are not going to be featured anymore in any black box spaces for the foreseeable 3 next years. It's going to be like all bar-prov. We're going to have to fight against jukeboxes. What else?
Angry crowds.
The angry crowd that doesn't want you there. Mm-hmm. We're going to need to move the pool table.
And crowds that think they're helping by heckling.
Yes, those are the best crowds because it's a stand-up show.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because they totally understand our dilemma. So I can't wait to be doing it in the like back room of a Mexican restaurant.
Basically pallets of wood.
Yes, although I'll argue, you and I have performed on cinder blocks before. So just saying, like, it's not that far of a stretch. You use pallets as a stage at this point.
You just have to jump in between.
Or you just put the stage and you put a couch on top of it. That's right. That's the kind of show that I totally dig. But with that said, the other silver lining is the fact that we get to continue to do online improv. I do not think online improv is going to stop. Francis, like if you could give me like a percentage of improv that you would be able to like share between online improv and real life improv, what is your percentage you think going into the rest of 2021 into 2022?
I mean, the people will watch, or that you'll want to do. I mean,
you want to do. Watching is a completely different thing. That's a completely different category.
Okay, so that I want to do, I get to be at home. So, I mean, I think I'm becoming agoraphobic, actually. Ooh. I don't think I want to go out of the house anymore. I think I like being in the house. So.
Okay, yeah.
It's sort of one of those things where I think as soon as I watch one bar-prov, I'll be like, oh, I want to go do it again. It's like one of those things where I'll feel it again once I see it.
I'm not going to even leave it up to seeing it. I'm just going to go do it because I already know. I'm going to want to be in a room where I got to use an infrared clicker to turn the lights on and off. Like, that's just really... I'm really looking forward to that right now.
I think that the other thing people that should realize who maybe have, again, I'm assuming just maybe people who do improv are watching this, but if you've never done improv, it is the closest example I could give to people in what bar-prov is, because it's different than an improv show. Bar-prov is like the scene from Blues Brothers when they're at the country and western bar. And people are throwing beer bottles against the chicken wire fence that they use.
Yep.
That is bar-prov. That is the closest representation I've ever seen of bar-prov, which is that scene when they're playing Rawhide.
Oh yes, I think we got to work with that into tonight's different reenactment somehow. Rawhide. chicken wire, bottles being thrown, heckling. I think that's gonna be a theme for tonight's show.
Okay,
As
sure.
we go along. With that said, if you have any relationship questions for us, we do have a few that were pre-written and brought to us and brought to our attention. If you got relationship questions, feel free to put those in the comments below. If you want to share them to the world, if you want to send it to us anonymously, send it to love@improductionsllc.com. It's an email. It will be anonymized. Is that a word? Anonymized? Yes, it'll be anonymous, and we'll get it, and we'll go ahead and read it live on the air, and we will answer your questions. So I'm ready to get to it right now. I'm hot. I'm hot. Do you have any letters for us?
Oh my gosh, yes. It's just been a busy week. Let's
do this.
I swear my email almost exploded with messages. Again, people, please write in. We do appreciate it. We read all of the letters that we receive. And if you could send in more letters, I appreciate it. I will try to respond to you personally if we don't get to you on the show. And if it probably you won't need a restraining order either. So
when did your last one stop?
6 weeks ago.
Yes.
It's been I can now go past the school again.
Okay.
So this is the first letter. Dear Love Guys.
That's us.
I just started dating this guy, Tobias, not his real name. Thank God. Thank
Tobias.
And I think he's the one. We enjoy doing the same things. Everyone likes him and says that we make a cute couple. Why is she writing us?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like everything's going well.
Wait a minute. Well, that's almost everyone. You see, I met Tobias when I was dating his best friend, Randy. Yeah.
Is Randy in quotes?
No, but you know what? Maybe that is his real name. She didn't write out his real name.
Whoa! All right.
So she just outed Randy. I'm sorry, she didn't. I read them like they send them.
You gotta anonymize everything you send us. That's your fault.
Sorry,
That's
Randy.
on you. Sorry, Randy.
Sorry, Randy. Didn't mean to.
He's
sorry,
like, what a bunch of snitches those love guys are.
Snitches for the snitches. Randy and I broke up over a year ago, and I didn't just jump into Tobias's arms. Okay, so what? I don't care. And he certainly is not a rebound thing. Maybe. Could still be. She says, but whatever. Whatever. I told Tobias everything about Randy and me before we started dating, and he's cool with that. I don't know. I don't know exactly what she means, but I think I know what she means. I think I get it.
Yeah.
I think I get it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Randy's the problem. He says he still loves me and also is mad that something. This doesn't make sense. I don't know. This is just stupid. Mad that things were different with Tobias and him now. Things are different now since they've been dating.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's just poor sentence. I can't. I read them like I think they're written. I don't change.
Hey! You went to public school. I can completely understand. Okay, sure. I got you. Okay.
Randy wants Tobias and I to break up. Whoa, Randy, that's pretty ballsy. No wonder she didn't hide your name.
Okay.
Wow.
Randy's an ass.
But I love Tobias. What do I say to Randy? Signed, Letting Him Down Easier, Part 2.
Part 2?
Whoa.
Wow.
You must have done the breaking up.
We've got to see Part 1. How did she break up with him? How did that happen? The first time.
Yeah.
The first time, because if Randy's back, either she is gonna be the most incredible person in the world, which I'm not saying she isn't.
She can't write for shit though.
Well, true. Hopefully. Maybe that's why they broke up.
Maybe. Yeah,
Or
like you get like messages on like post-it notes. What are you asking me for? Randy's like confused. What does
yes,
this say?
or Randy just doesn't get a clue.
Hmm,
I've got some more thoughts, but I want to see their
sure,
first breakup. I
sure.
want to
Mhm.
see it. Cool. Let's set this up. We're at Olive Garden. We're
Okay.
at Olive Garden. Who do you want to be? Do you want to just surprise me, or do you want to be someone?
You know what? If I'll be the, you know what? She doesn't give her name other than letting her down easy. Part 2. We'll call her Pat.
Pat? Cool.
Pat.
I can live with that. I can live with that. Cool. All right. So we're at Olive Garden. This is the first breakup between Randy and
And Pat.
Pat. When the moon hits your eye, just like a pizza pie, it's amore.
You know, I love when you go to Olive Garden, they give you that little bit of wine taste thing, that little
Mm.
wine tasty thing. It is so good. Thank you. Thank you. They're so nice here.
You know, Pat, I think you are the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. You know, people were telling me, "Hey, Randy, you're gonna be nothing in life. You're gonna grow up. You're gonna go into family business. You're gonna own an Olive Garden, and you're just gonna die a fat old linguini, right?" And then I met you, and now I have other aspirations.
Um, Randy, um,
Yeah, babe.
there's a reason why I wanted to go to Olive Garden, and it wasn't because of the all-you-can-eat soup
And
and
breadsticks.
I wasn't because of that, or the all-you-can-eat
Oh,
salad. Wasn't because of that
oh,
either.
uh,
It wasn't because of that. It wasn't because I like the little lasagna bite things that they have.
did you try the platter? Did you try the
Mm,
platter? It's five
Uh,
different things. You could try five different things on the menu.
well, here's the thing, okay? First of all, the pepperoncinis in the
Mm-hmm.
salad make me a
Mm-hmm.
little gassy. So I'm gonna stay away from that.
Hey,
Second thing,
take care of the pepperoncinis. No mas. I don't want stinky poo over here. I don't want stinky poo to be, swoo later on tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah, all right.
Randy, I wanted to meet you in public because every time we meet at your place, we always end up getting a little busy. But I just wanted you to focus, and I have some news for you.
Yeah, babe.
Um, I think we should stop seeing each other.
Huh? What?
It's a trial basis. We're just gonna. I think we should see other people. Your best friend Tobias. I was talking to him and he thought it was a good idea for you. He said it'd be good for you. He's been missing you as a friend and he thinks that I spend too much time with you. So, he thinks that maybe it would be good if you would just take some time to yourself and hang out with
Oh,
Tobias.
oh, Tobias, huh? Okay. What's Tobias got that I don't? Hmm? Hmm?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking
Hmm?
about. You
Hmm?
know,
Hmm?
why
Hmm?
are you acting all like alpha male on me? Put that pencil down. Put that pencil down. Oh, oh, look. Now the little rubber thing is bouncing all over the place and went right into their fettuccine. Randy, Randy, Randy.
No.
I didn't know you felt this way about me.
No.
I didn't know.
Pat. Pat. No.
Are you gonna eat all that fettuccine? Can I have some of that?
Yeah, sure. Here you go. Pat.
I just take off
No.
the end there. Um,
You're the best thing that's ever happened to me, Pat. What are they gonna say about Randy back in the house? Back in the house, what are they gonna say about me? I was moving on. I was gonna open up a TGI Fridays.
you can still open up TGI Fridays. I personally think that would be a great idea. And that way you can use your time to open up something that can give you meaning. It'll be good for you.
You
Meet
give
some
me
new
meaning,
people.
Pat. You give me meaning.
Randy, Tobias and I have been talking about you, and we think this would be good for you. Okay?
Okay. Oh, I'll take it like a man.
There's nothing to take. There's nothing. It doesn't mean that we're not going to be friends. We'll still be friends.
Yeah. We can be friends.
You and Tobias and I love to hang out together.
Oh, you're right. I'm moving on.
Would you stop that? I am so tired of you being like, oh, poor me. Oh, it's my fault. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm just going to be honest with you. Okay. All right. I just don't need a relationship right now. I don't need a relationship.
I don't need one either. I'm good. I'm
good.
It was a shock. I'm good now. I'm good. I'm gonna finish my Toscano soup right now. It's got all the meat and stuff in it. It's got the beans and everything. I'm gonna finish this up. You know what? I think just because I don't want to keep your time and waste your time anymore, I wouldn't mind if you left. Feel free. You know what? Here are my car keys. Just take them. Just take the car. I'll drive by. I got another set. I'll pick up my car in a little bit. I want you to get home safely. I'm gonna eat here. I'm gonna ponder what you said. I'm gonna plan my next moves. I'm gonna plot my next move. I mean, plan my next moves, and we're good.
Now just like a little child. You know what? I am going to take your car, and please. I'm going to tell you to grow up, Randy. Randy, you know what? Tobias is so right about you. I am so sorry that I ever even questioned Tobias when he said the things about you. You are a child. And you know what? I will be your friend, okay? I will be your friend. If you even if you don't want it. I'm going to be your friend. But I'm going to leave right now.
Friend me so hard. Friend me.
I'm going to friend you, and then you're going to be so friended, you won't even know what a friend is.
Oh, I've never been threatened with friendship so hard. Try it.
Fine.
Rex, it's the other way.
You know I can't read Italian. Excuse. Pardon me, sir. Let me through.
Where's that pencil? Here it is.
And scene.
Oh, it is not a scene unless we get a blonde wig going on in that scene. That's the way it works at this point. Cool. We got some lovely comments on that scene. I'm just going to read a few of them here. They like the Randy in quotes line. Francis wigging out early.
I went wig.
You did wig. You know what? That's something that you always get here at Love and Improv is you always get Francis playing with wigs and always changing gender, which is something I appreciate that you're willing to go there. Every once in a while, I need an appropriate wig for me to change gender as well. So
I can. You know what? You know what? I'm gender fluid. So
you are absolutely. Also, someone loved the I can't. Adam Slager loved I can't read Italian. They like that line. How much when you think about Olive Garden? How much Italian is there really at Olive Garden?
Toscano.
I see a lot more people who look like me working at Olive Garden than I do Italians. Just saying.
But you can pass for Italian, though.
Could I?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I have relatives that look like you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bald and hairy?
And good looking.
Oh, yeah. You said it. I didn't. I was fishing for it, though.
All right.
With that said, we saw their initial breakup. I think it was a little bit of a revenge thing. You know what I'm saying? Because now things are weird between Randy, Pat, we don't know her real name, Pat, and was it the Tobias? And
Tobias. But obviously we now know that Tobias was more instrumental in the breakup than Pat was telling us. does.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. And I think
So.
that is always in a 3-person scene. When it comes to improv and you have 3 people in a given scene, the thing to always keep in mind is that the ones that seem to be the most enjoyable are those where you have 1 against 2. Mm-hmm. 1 against 2. And in this case, we had what was my name again?
Randy.
Thank you, Randy. We had Randy against Tobias and Pat. Right. But originally when we started the scene, it was Pat. I felt like Pat and Randy were kind of together against everyone else, right? And then in the 3-person scene, that dynamic shifts a lot. But it's always confrontational. It's not confrontational. It's always adversarial, right? From that perspective. So, the audience enjoys seeing a scene where those complicated movements of adversarial animosity between the characters shifts between the different players. Point is that there's never a resolution. Someone always has to cut the scene, or someone always has to drop out of the scene in order for that to finally resolve itself. And so my theory is, I'm not 100% sure that Randy is in it because she's so into it. I think that Randy has a little bit of, I want to stick it to Tobias in him. I think so. And that's
clearly Pat was it was in a scene where she went in at equal status, but she raised to become higher status in the scene, and she knew that going into the scene that this scene was going to be about. I mean, when you go to Olive Garden, it's going to be one of 2 things.
What are the situations that you go to Olive Garden on a date? Let's go ahead and go through that list.
One is you're going there because there's you're getting that special where you get the food for free. Okay, that's one. So
you're broke.
Yeah, you're broke.
So you're at Olive Garden, okay?
Yeah. Or you're going because that's where your learn to speak Italian class is.
Yes. Yes.
The other thing is that you're going. The Olive Garden is somebody's going to pull out a gun.
Ooh, that got dark really quick.
I went dark. Yeah.
I went dark real quick. I was going to see where you're going to go with it. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but
no, I have nowhere to go with that. Okay. And then finally, it's to break up with somebody.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Absolutely. Maybe it's a gun of relationship breaking.
Right.
I'm trying.
No, I think we should just forget that. You know what? If it was a bad sporting event, we wouldn't even run that game film on issue number 3. We wouldn't even talk about it. Yeah, we got blown out in that game. Yeah, it wasn't a good choice to bring up the GUN.
Absolutely.
I think I was.
Well. In the comments here, we got this is that Francis needs to get on finding your roots.
My roots, as in my hair roots?
I'm thinking as in finding your roots through Olive Garden.
No, you're not gonna find my Italian roots. That would be like going to Domino's Pizza to find my Italian roots. Okay, no, it's all right. It's all right. But you know what? I like Olive Garden too. It's fun. It's cheap. My daughter we just sit there and we act like we're like kings when you're at Olive Garden.
That's true.
It's easy to act like, buongiorno.
Parlo l'italiano un po', eh?
You all act like Robert De Niro. Yeah, or you Marlon Brando.
Yeah, it's true but Olive Garden doesn't do a very good job of playing down the Italian mobster stereotypes. They don't disavow it, and they don't encourage it either. They're kind of like, hey, whatever you think Italian is, we are it at this point.
Right.
No, that's why I love going there, because my kids and my wife and kids love the Olive Garden because it has just cheese. They love cheese. Yeah. So all the cheese you can eat.
You feel like a king at Olive Garden. I mean, because it's like, oh yeah, you want more? Hey, have some more of this salad. It costs us 2 cents. Have some more. Want some more breadsticks? Take them home with you. It's like you're like grazie.
Grazie, my belly is bigger due to all the food you gave me.
Compliments to the microwave.
Chef Mike Wave. Chef Mike.
Did you just make this in the microwave? Because it is beautiful.
Hey, is Chef Boyardee behind the cooking thing? I love a Chef Boyardee. Put it in the microwave.
Yeah, you get when they serve you food at Olive Garden. The first thing you do after they put it down, you wave it in front of your face like this.
Waft.
Yes, buongiorno.
Molto bene. Grazie, everyone.
Speaking
of grazie, I'm going to go to our first sponsor here.
Sure. We have a sponsor?
We have a sponsor this week. Do you want to know who it is?
No, who is?
It's Improductions. Improductions is our sponsor. Yes, they've got a show tomorrow night called The Grid, which I believe features at least me tomorrow. And you too?
Yes, I'll be there.
Yes, Francis is going to be there.
I was at rehearsal this week.
Yes, you are. Francis and I are going to be on the show, and we have two special guests. We have Christy Anson from No Limit Laughs out of Orland Park, Illinois. And we have the valuable Chris Terry of The Stuntmen, the sketch group out of Chicago, joining us for that show. It's a Saturday at 7 p.m. doing short form, Whose Line Is It Anyway style improv. If you want more information, head on over to improductionsllc.com and pick up some freaking tickets. Drop a $5 in our donation basket, and we would totally appreciate it. Because when you come to Improductions, you're like family. With that said,
I just want to ask you, Nelson, how does Improductions afford to advertise on this show? And
I cut them a deal.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
Hey, you know what? I mean, they're keeping improv alive during a pandemic when a lot of other theaters aren't doing nothing.
Right.
And they're still doing stuff. Like they're fearless people. There are people in this group that have been doing improv for the last year and a half, risking their lives to have their faces shown all over the internet. And I can only hope to be a part of an organization like that.
And the other thing is too, and I don't know if you know this answer or not, but how does Improduction get these fabulous performers at their budget must be millions of dollars?
Well, they got themselves a PPE loan, and
nice.
Yeah, and so I can't go in further into that because I'm I don't want to divulge any secrets, but
is it PPE loan or PPP loan?
All of them.
Okay.
PPE, something like that. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't want to get sued by Improduction, so sure. I can't. I don't want to divulge anything. Yeah, you can check it out online. I'm sure their books are open. Wide open.
It's just unbelievable because I know I've heard tell of these performers that you mentioned, and just to have them all in one room, it is like the $1 Million Quartet. It
is minus
Elvis
and Johnny Cash.
Who's with the key?
Great Orbison. Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis, yeah.
Not Jerry Lee Lewis.
No, it was Jerry Lee Lewis.
Look, I always confuse him with Jerry Lewis.
No, yeah, it's Jerry Lee Lewis.
Great Balls of Fire. Wrong Jerry Lewis.
Lady! Great Balls of Fire!
Yes. With that said, speaking of Great Balls of Fire, I'm going to go ahead and pick up a question out of the chat area right here. Kate Wersima is back. Everybody. Whoa. Kate Wersima. If you don't know who Kate Wersima is not only affiliated with Improductions by handling their kids program, but Kate Wersima is a part of Comedy Sports Rec League, No Limit Laughs, Al Qaeda. She does all kinds of different things, right? And Kate tonight is asking, how do I convince my friend to try online dating?
That's a good question.
To try online dating.
Now, Kate, I'm surprised she actually has friends, first of all.
Well, she has a lot of friends.
Does she really?
A lot of friends.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm thinking of me.
In fact, I know that Ron is a really good friend.
Oh,
Ron
really?
Ron's a really good friend. Eric is a really good friend. I mean, he married her.
It's not point. Eric that wants to try online dating, is it?
I hope not. I hope she's not trying to convince him. Otherwise, there's a problem, right? No, but yeah, go ahead.
I think that it sort of. Well, I mean, it's like, where do you want to go? I mean, and I know so little of online dating. So it's like, do you want to go to the Ashley Madisons, which is like totally like
legit?
Yeah, legit.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
Tinder, or what was the other? Bumblebee. What's that?
Bumblebee. There's Bumble. There is Grindr. There is Match. There's Tinder. There's what's the
is there anything for like furries?
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is.
There would be.
Yeah, I guess Kate, if you can go ahead and put into the chat, what service would you like your friend to actually go on? Because like we're married, so right, at least as of right now, we don't know what the apps are. After this show, it might be a completely different situation.
I might be asking for my own personal use.
We never know, Francis. I will date you.
No, thank you.
I would date you.
Do I have to wear a wig?
No, I would take you in all your natural beauty at this point.
So why don't you know what? Maybe we, if we have, while we're waiting, maybe we need to do a blind date after somebody has do a scene of a blind date, unless Kate's answered you.
Oh, hold on, Kate just answered. We got some suggestions. Panther Prowl is apparently another dating app.
Okay.
I can't. I would think so. Like Catch a Cougar might be also another kind of dating app. Christian Mingle, but not religious. Okay, so something like Christian Mingle, but not religious. And what all Kate wants is to find her a nice boy with a job. So don't be an actor. Don't find her an actor because that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So so let's go on a blind date. A blind date, because we need to get reacquainted with the whole idea of online dating, and let's go on a blind date. Let's go ahead and use Panther Prowl as our service tonight. We got Only Farmers. This is their suggestion. Do you have anything? Only if Nelson wears a wig. Only if Nelson wears a wig. Okay, I you know what? I'm gonna wear the wig. I'm gonna wear the wig tonight. All right, so
I'll wear the pants.
All right, cool. All right, here we go. Hi.
Camilla?
Reginald?
Yeah.
Hi. I didn't know how to dress. I just came formal tonight.
You look great. You look wonderful.
You look you know who you remind me of? Joe Pesci.
Oh,
you remind me of Joe Pesci.
I get that a lot. Yeah. What are you guys talking about? I get that a lot. Yeah. Forget about it.
That's so good.
People love when I do that. They just love when I do my Joe Pesci. You want my shine box? Here's my shine box.
Can you do the scene out of JFK? Can you do a scene out of JFK as Joe Pesci, please?
I got your president right here.
Oh my God, that was so real. That was so real. Oh, I'm so glad, Reginald. I'm so glad I caught you on.
I got one more.
Oh, you do?
I'm gonna get that little kid. That's Home
Alone.
Yes, Home Alone.
Oh, I'm a huge Macaulay Culkin fan. I'm in fact
I'm
the president of the Macaulay Culkin fan club. We're called the Culks, and I culk for him constantly. I just love his culk. I love his culk. I find that
really uninteresting. But I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to learn.
Okay. I thought for a second there, I thought you were being an ass. Okay. That's Joe Pesci. Okay.
That's Joe Pesci. I'm here for your amusement? You think I'm a clown?
I appreciate you meeting me here. You totally look like your profile.
Well, you don't, but you know what? I still think it still works for you. When was that picture taken? Senior year of
Uh,
high
la-
school?
no, that was last week. I just cut my hair. That's
Oh,
all.
wow.
I'm
Well,
trying something new here.
yeah, it's really new. Yeah, oof, yeah. Um, yeah. I don't want to. I hope you don't think I'm shallow or anything.
I'm not. I'm just checking off the list. I'm just going down
You
the
have a
line.
list?
Oh yeah, didn't you print out your list whenever you got the confirmation email?
We have a confirmation email.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the one they send you a link right afterwards. It might have gone to your spam folder. I just
Hmm.
printed it out. I'm just going right down the list to make sure that we're truly a match.
I just had my wife pick out what what
You
you
put
know.
that in your profile, and that's something that
Didn't I
totally
put that in
attracted
there?
me. You sure did, and that's something that
Sure,
totally
sure.
attracted me to you. I,
And the other thing is, I was hoping that, and the other thing I had in there was, I have three children, and I would really like if you took an active interest in their lives too.
I'll be honest with you. I've always wanted children, and I never wanted to put in the work for it.
Oh,
So
sure.
that would be a dream of mine. If I could be a mother, but not have to suffer the pain of being a mother,
Hmm.
I would do it all the time. 100%, I would do that.
Well, this is perfect because my wife and I are looking for somebody to take care of the kids and for me to have occasional sex with.
Well, you came to the
Not,
right
not like a
place.
threesome or anything. I just
Oh
meant just you
no,
and me. No,
I'm not that
that's
kind. I'm
weird.
not that kind of girl.
Oh, good. Because
I'm
we're not
not.
that kind of
No.
couple either.
Okay, good,
No,
good.
we just need somebody who will and then take care of the kids, and then maybe. Do you mind cooking at all?
I love to cook.
Good,
I love to
excellent,
cook.
excellent. Because
I
we
just have
hate
some
it.
questions for you. I just
Oh,
like,
sure,
and these were
absolutely.
on my questionnaire online. I just want to make sure that we're just
Open
up
book,
front before we enjoy this great Olive Garden meal
open
that we're
book.
about to get. I'm just wondering, you do make over $250,000 a year, correct?
Yes, correct, correct.
Excellent. And you do get a sizable pay increase every 3 months of at least 3%.
2.85%.
Ah,
Sorry,
okay.
but you know what? Maybe if my wife gets a side job, we can make that up. Because
Um, and I know that you're looking for something exclusive in me. I'm not bound by any kind of exclusivity clauses. I am a free spirit. I'm empowered. In fact, I own my own chain of restaurants, and quite frankly, we'll need to get a prenuptial or some kind of agreement. And I want to work as an independent contractor. So if you don't mind 1099, a 1099 arrangement between us two, I would really appreciate that.
that's all probably not a problem. I think they can all work that out. My wife is a lawyer. She'll look at the paperwork. She can even do any revisions that we need. Um,
Thank you.
yeah, I'll have another martini as well. Thank you. And then I think that we could do that and make that work if you also have a
Mm.
prenup. Um, it's gonna be you're actually gonna have to marry my wife, and then
Oh,
and
so
then
there's an
marry and then
alternative clause here. Oh,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
good with that.
exactly. Because
I'm good
then
with that.
that way we're all covered, and I can put you under my healthcare plan if you need that.
Blue Cross Blue Shield,
Of course.
PPO or HMO.
Oh, PPO.
Okay, high deductible.
No, actually, a low deductible. That's again why I need to run it through.
Okay, okay,
Then if you can
cool.
do that, we could all work this out. I do offer a an insurance policy for you. Not a,
Oh,
it's for something you can purchase. You do have to undergo a an exam that
oh,
I will
okay.
conduct. I'm not a doctor, but I will conduct the exam, and but it's nothing you haven't that I haven't seen before.
Well, just as
No.
long as my bodyguard Reginald can join us, I'm perfectly fine with that.
He can be in the room, but he can't join us.
No, he's not joining. It's just
Okay,
merely
I just want to make sure
supervising,
that's
making sure.
clear.
Yeah, because
I'll put that in.
I don't do weird things. I'm
Okay.
not freaky, but this is merely to get me on the policy. I'm
Oh
fine
yeah,
with what I need to
absolutely.
do.
Because I just want
Uh
to make sure it's clear when we do. Right. Okay, you got it. Yeah, and I can
Perfect.
write that in. We can even do a codicil or an addendum or something, and it'll be no problem.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And you do know that there's at least a 2 hour minimum for me to be paid. So it's standard. It's standard in relationships.
What an hourly rate is?
It's at least 3% of your yearly income.
At an hour?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is
just your income, not your wife's.
I only have one now. The other one died.
Okay.
We can work that again. I think this is all fixable and doable.
Okay.
I'm not really I think it's okay. Go ahead. Is there is that because I have a couple of things too, but you can
go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure that again, I do need you in the house by 6 a.m. to make sure the kids are on the school bus. And then I need you to make sure you're able to be there at 3 to pick them up. And then I don't like to be disturbed or bothered until I call for you, usually about 7 p.m. and usually from 7 to like 7:15.
Okay. PM. Is that Central or Eastern?
That would be 7 Central.
Okay.
Or 8 Eastern. And I think that would be 5 Pacific if you're using Pacific time.
Okay.
And then I also do prefer if we use safe words.
Oh, okay. I have that in my contract as well.
Oh, good. And it's just more like safe as in like, whew, you're safe, you know.
Oh, I thought it was the word to get into your safe.
Oh,
you know
yeah, that
absolutely. I'm good with that.
Absolutely. Sure, no problem.
Okay, I think this is gonna work. I just have to run this. I'm gonna run this by my people. And make
sure.
No,
I need an answer now. No. This is it. I mean, you're either with me or against. I mean, seriously. I didn't even ask you to take your clothes off or anything. I'm going on trust here. If there's no trust, if you can't commit now, I don't want it.
I'm going to let my people look at this, okay? I don't rush into any kind of thing. Anything worth of value is worth waiting for.
You know what? I'm just getting a bad vibe now. I'm getting a bad vibe. And as a matter of fact, Camilla, I am even sorry that my kids have come to even like you already.
Well, that's part of the pre-screening process. I'm sorry that you're not happy with the
product.
Just
go, Olivia, just go. All right, go. You know what? She's not going to be your new mommy number 2. She's not. I'm sorry. She failed. Okay? Fine. Okay? Thank you, Carmela. It's been great. Fine. I hope you have a nice life.
It's your loss, buddy. I
can't even read the exit.
That scene. That scene. I hope we got the idea of what online dating is all about. It's all purely transactional. It's totally. All purely transactional stuff at this point. Yeah, that went.
I loved you in the wig.
Gonzo. Thank you. It makes me look like Chris Gaines. It really does make me look like Chris Gaines with this whole getup. I look like Chris Gaines. Gotta run. Love the scene. According to Kate, I don't think we helped Kate, so let's help Kate since she had to run. Let's go ahead and help Kate out. How do you?
Oh, sure. I think any way to meet somebody is a good
absolutely
way to go. Anyway,
absolutely,
especially in this day and age where. As long as they're, as long as there's checks and balances on the people you're meeting, you can meet in safe places.
Yeah,
and meeting in the middle, have sex on the first date.
Yeah, meeting in the middle of an Olive Garden, good idea. Having a bodyguard or a friend, that's maybe not a bodyguard named Reginald, but maybe a friend come along, safe space, double date, probably a good idea. As far as like trying it, I've known like plenty of people who have. The wrong word I was going to use was hooked up. That's not what I meant. What I meant was people who met online and ended up having long-lasting, fantastic relationships. I think the other thing is to like put in with regards to set up the expectations early. Like if you're doing online dating just to meet people, keep it at that level. And I know that's probably harder for the ladies than it is for the others, but because I know my kind. But it's a great way, especially coming out of a pandemic, like meeting new people. It's a great way of like getting reestablished or dipping your toes back into the dating pool, which is tainted with COVID-19 now. Chlorine doesn't kill it. With that said, from an improv perspective, let's talk about that. People do improv. People do improv to meet people. Did you know that?
You know what? I think that I've learned that. I didn't know that, but I do. It's kind of like going to a wine tasting for some people. A way to meet people. It's awkwardly strange scenes with them.
There are people who like literally just do an improv class because like they are, they get sick of seeing the same friends over and over again, and they want to do something new and do it in a relatively safe space to do so. And I think that's like one of the most beautiful things that I've seen from improv is just the fact people get together and love each other and not love each other in a non-platonic way, but just connect on a deeper level that you don't necessarily get through an online dating app, or you don't get through it's going through the bar scene or whatever. I never did the bar scenes. I really don't know what that is either. But like having that in-person connection is great. But I mean, it also works online with the right teacher and the right setup. If you can connect on any level, man, like you meet people really, really well there. So the improv slant to the answer here is, if you can't get them to do online dating, ask them to go ahead and do an improv class first.
Right. The other thing is, can you do, like, let's say in Second City, for example, can you do A through E again? Can you go back and do
A? Yeah, absolutely. You can do, they will be more than happy to let you do levels 1 through 5 again. What are you talking about there, Francis? Of course you can do them. Of course you can.
I didn't know. They're like, you've done this before.
No, they're going to be like, you want to do it again? Please do it.
Exactly.
With that said, I mean, we got some comments here I do want to go through here. I think they loved your Joe Pesci impression. Joe Pesci.
I could have done just the scene of that, right?
Yeah, I think that was the scene. It was just, if we had
I didn't even do two Utes. I didn't even do 2 Utes.
You didn't. Your Joe Pesci. Your pool of Joe Pesci is so deep at this point. Let's see here. Oh, need a headshot and a resume from Eric Fowler. I agree. That's the other prerequisite whenever you go into a dating scene. And that's why I say improv. Bring your headshot and resume to the first day. And just
if you're going to get it done for that, you might as well use it for dating too.
Yeah. In fact, my daughter, because I don't spend time with her, carries my headshot around with her all the time. She does. She's like, Daddy. I'm like, oh, I'm right here, sweetheart. And she just talks to the headshot more than she does talk to me. So,
wow, we might need to do an episode of Love Guys on that one. Dear Love Guys, I carry around a picture of my dad.
I don't know him. He always has a smiling face, but never actually talks to me. I feel like we don't connect. With that said, speaking of improv and connections and things of that nature, I'm going to go to our next sponsor here.
Wait, can I guess? Can I guess who it is?
Please.
Improductions?
It is Improductions. How'd you know? Improductions, yeah.
It was random guess.
Improductions is always a wealth of activity. And they're doing online musical improv tech jams on Thursday nights.
Whoa! Again.
Yeah. And so if you're interested in doing musical improv in a very safe, technically challenging way, they use audio movers and Zoom. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's technical. And so they use those things, and you get to play some improv games and get to learn a new piece of technology, which is on the cutting edge of syncing voices and pianos at the same time. I've done a jam or two in my time, and it's been a lot of fun. So check that out. Just head on over to Improductions. llc.com right there in the corner. Just head on over there and click on calendar, and it'll tell you which Thursdays we're doing jams on, and it's a great, wonderful time. With that said, we have about 10 minutes left in the show. Francis, do we have time for one more letter?
Well, I have a letter here, and I feel like we need to touch base with this writer because you know I just don't want to leave somebody hanging.
Okay.
So we'll try to get to it and see what we learn. Let's just
Love
see.
it.
All right. It starts off like this. Dear love guys, that's us.
That's us.
I'm dating this girl, Tina, who is pretty nice and is very sweet.
Love it.
She told me she loved me after our third date, and that was before we had sex.
Okay. Very forward. Okay.
Well, it's been a couple of months now, and she is really, and he underlined this, really into me. But to be honest, I'm not really into her. I haven't told her that I love her, but she keeps hinting around about an engagement ring. I don't think I'll ever be into her like that. What should I do?
Sounds. What's it signed?
Oh, like them and leave them.
Like them and leave them. Like them. LTLE. LT. Okay, I was trying to come up with a cool acronym. Yeah. No cool acronym. Just like them and leave them.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like this is a commitment. Interesting commitment issue.
Yeah.
And granted, it's okay to have. It's okay to not have to have differences in opinion with regards to commitment.
Right.
I think though there's an expectation level set that didn't happen at the very beginning of this relationship. Mm-hmm. To have such a disparity between what she seems to be hinting at and what he's vibing at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that also it seems to me like he is seeing this as like a booty call, and she is seeing this like a very committed relationship.
I wouldn't go with booty call. I'm getting a sense of like he's not as serious about it.
Maybe.
Like I think you and I like are from like the old school of like you. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm from the old school. I'll speak for myself. I'm from the old school. Please do,
Nelson.
Yes.
That just throws things off when you speak for me.
Yes. I'm from the old school of like you date for a while before you get intimate, right? And they got intimate relatively quick.
4 years for me.
Right. But then again, like for me, it took six years. But with that said, like there was just that level set wasn't set at the very beginning. So like to me, it comes down to a fundamental communication, a lapse in communication between the two. And when you've got different varying levels of commitment to an idea or to each other, it doesn't normally end well. Especially like in improv. In improv, if you've got one person who's really into the scene and another person who is not really into the scene is always going to lean towards the person who's not as interested. And you're making the other person do a lot more work, and that person leaves unsatisfied from the relationship. Yeah, but definitely the person putting in more work definitely has more. So,
but then the person not doing any work is sort of like, well, that scene sucked because they checked out 2 or 3 seconds into the scene.
Right. Just like we did. No. So like I think that he needs to like stop the scene between them two and needs to reset expectations.
He needs to man up and basically come clean.
Yeah.
Because what's he proving here? Who's he proving here? Nothing.
Yeah.
Or he could just keep doing what he's doing, and then 4 years from now wake up and say, "Oh shit, I'm married," and not be happy.
Let's demonstrate what it would be like if he never set the expectation and went through getting together and marrying this person, and it's 4 years later.
Okay.
4 years later.
Okay, we'll do a quick
Let's
scene.
say, yeah, super quick. We're in we're in the kitchen.
Okay.
We
Not
just
at
woke
the
up.
Olive Garden.
At the, yes,
Well, let's just be at the Olive Garden.
we're at Olive Garden. We're at the Olive brunch.
In the kitchen. In the
brunch.
kitchen.
No, you want to do the kitchen behind the scenes?
Where? That's fine.
Let's do it behind the scenes. Cool. Right. All right. You're well.
Hey, Teddy.
Marissa.
I'm just glad that you could that you're doing so well since you got working here at my dad's Olive Garden.
Yep.
Someday this will be our Olive Garden.
I can't wait.
And then maybe we can even open another Olive Garden. We can have 2 Olive Gardens, and it'll be one will be Teddy's Olive Garden, and one will be my Olive Garden. But they'll be together. They'll be our Olive Gardens. And then, oh my God, I'm so excited. They have so many fabulous things. I went to the corporate meeting for Olive Garden franchisees, and it was so exciting. All of the things they have planned. They have Italian mozza sole with fish, like an appetizer, whole thing, and then they're gonna have red wine evenings. It's so exciting. I love it. And my
Great.
best man is gonna be with me. I hope you don't mind. I just smacked your butt, Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, your flame's a little too high there. Turn that down a bit, okay, honey? Daddy, turn it down. You're gonna burn it. Daddy, my dad's gonna see that. He'll smell it and he'll get mad.
Off.
Just trying to help you, Teddy, okay?
Hospital, please. Hospital.
Teddy, come
Hospital.
on. Teddy, come on. Come on, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Oh my God, you're missing all your fingers. Oh my God, you're never gonna cook again. Oh my God, Teddy. No, I can't look. Oh my God. You never work at the Olive Garden.
Great. And that scene. That's how you do that. That's what will happen to you. You will lose a hand if you continue to not tell your partner that you were not happy and your expectations are not met. That's right. That's how you do it.
I noticed I didn't even call an ambulance for it. I was like more worried about your hand.
I can tell. Quickly, we're going to go to our last sponsor really, really quick.
What?
Here. Our last sponsor here. It's In Productions. I gave him a freebie on this
Whoa,
one.
you are like just throwing it out there.
Yeah, In Productions LLC. If you're enjoying the show that you're watching here, or if you're thinking that you might enjoy another show, why don't you head over to InProductionsLLC.com and see what other shows and opportunities are there. There's a donate button on that website. Click on donate and drop a $5 donation in there for tonight's show, because hey, we're doing this all for you. We're doing this all for you right now. And we will continue doing this every other week for you at this point. That's all we've got time for tonight. It's been real. I really enjoyed that last scene. I ain't gonna lie.
Donate is kind of like donut.
It is. How do you say donut in Spanish?
I don't know.
Donut.
Seems better.
Yeah. Except you had like okay. Sorry, that's a Nelson joke. With that said, speaking of donuts, we would love for you to circle back in 2 more weeks. Episode 5 will air, where Francis and I will be back answering your relationship questions. Feel free again to email us at love@improductionsllc.com, or hit us up on the Improductions LLC Facebook page, where we will answer, take your questions, anonymize them. I made that word up. Anonymize it, and then we'll bring it up on the show, hopefully, and answer your question to the best of our ability. Francis, did you have a good time tonight?
Oh my God, yes. This has been fantastic.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
I'd like to give a special shout out to Eric, Jim, and Adam, who are fantastic actors in their own right, for watching tonight's show. Our favorite partner creation person did not make it tonight. So hopefully we will see her in the next show. I've been Nelson Velazquez.
And I'm Dr. Francis Veltri.
And we thank you. Have a fantastic night, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you so much. See ya. Bye-bye.